Entertainment, and this is Behind the Lens.
On a mission, the haters be trying to slow me down. No recognition, don't need it because I run the town. I'm hyper-focused on plans to get it right. Till they scream for John Thomas, the illest up on the mic. Yo, I'm on a mission, haters be trying to slow me down.
Alright, so we are in the building with Mr. West, Calvin West. How are you feeling today?
Oh man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. Busy day today and stuff, but you know what I'm saying? I'm here.
Facts. Now we gotta get into, a little bit of background about you. Where are you from?
Originally I'm from Chicago. I spent a lot of my life, west side of Chicago, I guess I should be specific, right? But no, I spent a lot of my life out there, but a larger part of my life in Evanston. That's where I guess, like I really grew up. I spent a lot of my time, whatever. I went to middle school out there, went to Haven. I went to ETHS, so I graduated from there and stuff. And then, yeah, you know what I'm saying, got into the typical bullshit or whatever that, that the Evanstonians get into and stuff. So, yeah.
Favorite thing about your city?
Man, the food. I mean, as a photographer, the scenery, of course, you know what I'm saying? But as a true fat man, I gotta say the food, man, hands down or whatever. I've been to a lot of places and stuff, but nowhere on earth, EARF, earth, nowhere on earth has better food than Chicago.
Facts. So growing up, what were some things that you did for fun?
Growing up, I was fat as hell. I still think I'm fat as hell, but I was big as hell, whatever. So I loved video games. I still love video games, but that was my thing. If we could time travel right now, and you could see me or whatever at the age of 7 or 8 or something like that, or whatever, you would definitely see my big ass posted in front of a TV and stuff, controller in hand. You know what I'm saying? Probably have some Dragon Ball Z or some Splinter Cell or something like that. When we had it at 64 or whatever, you know what I'm saying, me and my brother play Smash and stuff. So yeah, man, that was definitely the top thing or whatever that I was focused on right there, or back then.
Facts. So you hold a lot of titles. You're a videographer, a photographer, an artist, a content creator. If you had to choose which one that you love the most, what would you say?
Damn. I'd have to say being a photographer. And I say that because the biggest thing that I love about photography and stuff is that I get to capture moments, and I get to freeze those moments in time and stuff, you know what I'm saying, for myself and even for other people, whether it be somebody's birthday, you know what I'm saying, I'm capturing those memories for that, or it's a family gathering or something like that, and I'm capturing that, people get to hold on to that forever, you know what I'm saying, whether it be digitally or physically and stuff. That's probably my favorite title, out of everything that I do. Don't get me wrong, everything else is dope, but that right there, that's gotta be king for me and stuff.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna be that one. Because I definitely started off with, did you start photography? How did you kind of get into becoming a photographer?
My ex really got me, pushed me into it and stuff, but when she got me my first camera, so if you're watching this, you know what I'm saying, shout out to you and stuff. But yeah, I really got into it or whatever because I was taking pictures on my phone, getting down or whatever, angling myself or whatever, making sure I got the right, you know what I'm saying, look, make sure I got the right lighting and stuff like that with whatever it is that I'm shooting. So yeah, she went ahead and she got me a camera and stuff for my birthday. And it's wild because when I didn't even know she was getting it for me, you know what I'm saying, so it was a surprise, but she was trying to hint to me or whatever, what it was, and my dumb ass just wasn't getting it and stuff. But yeah, she got me the camera, and one of my favorite pictures that I took or whatever, I actually took I want to say a couple of days after I got the camera and stuff, and it was of her, and we were at a train station, and she was looking like the opposite way or whatever while the train's coming and stuff. So I got like the over the shoulder shot, you know, with the butterfly tattoo. I think that was on her shoulder at the time. So yeah, like from there, I kind of did like small jobs or whatever, kind of trying to get into it and stuff, but like I wasn't really like taking it serious. Years passed, you know what I'm saying, I kind of put it down, was kind of like working a little bit and stuff, kind of not. And then the pandemic happened and now I'm here, you know.
Thanks. So what inspires most of your photography? Is it life or people, or what inspires most of it?
My surroundings. And of course, like my imagination, you know what I'm saying? It's what, like for a lot of like the creative shoots like that I do. But definitely my surroundings. I could, you know, look at something or whatever and just be like, this with this light or whatever, or this from this direction, or, you know, and this angle and stuff, you know, will make like a really dope photo, you know? So yeah, like I could be in different places or whatever and find different inspirations and different things. I could be in the city or whatever, I want to do something urban. I could be in a forest reserve or like a rural area or something like that or whatever. I want to do some wildlife or like some nature photography, you know. I could be in a busy like on the street or whatever and maybe want to do some portraits and stuff. It varies.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to shoot?
Oh, damn, your ass is hitting you with these moments. I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, I'd say my favorite thing to shoot has to be sunsets. To some it's basic, but for me or whatever, like it's everything. You know what I'm saying? If you get to capture like the start of the day and like the ending of it and stuff. There's no better crayon or whatever, you know what I'm saying? There's no better color than like, you know what I'm saying, what appears like in the sky or whatever, you know, when the sun is setting, when you get the red oranges or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like the yellows, you get the blues, you get sometimes like the purples or whatever, it's like real beautiful and stuff. And then depending on where you are, you know, you might get that one, you know what I'm saying? Like you'd be up like high somewhere and stuff. I haven't done that one yet. You can be up high somewhere or whatever, get that, you know what I'm saying, that dope sunrise or that dope sunset like photo and stuff, or even, you know what I'm saying, ground level. So yeah, definitely those. So I definitely go out of my way. If like the sun is setting and I look up or whatever and I'm like, I see like a dope ass color, I gotta go somewhere that I know I'm gonna get like a good shot and get that photo.
Sunsets are dope.
Man. If you don't do nothing this year, go watch the sunset. Or if you up early in the morning or whatever, man, you ain't doing nothing to set, like, go watch the sunrise. Meditate a little bit. Work out your shit.
Life changing. So what styles of photography do you do?
There's so many. I do portrait photography, event photography, of course, professional headshots, family portraits, you name it, honestly. Like, whatever you want me to shoot, like, I'm that guy. You know, like, hey, like, we need some pictures taken of some products and stuff. I got you. I actually just did one last Saturday, you know. So if you're watching this, shout out to you, you know what I'm saying? If people want, you know, like, memories of their family and stuff, I do those as well, you know. Or if somebody has a creative idea or whatever, hey, like I got this, and this that I want to put together, you know what I'm saying, with these lights and at this time, you know what I'm saying, like at this angle or whatever, you know, I do that as well. So yeah, I don't think it's a limit to what I do. I guess it's like the things that I named or whatever, it's just part of like what I do now and stuff. So yeah.
Nice. Many skills.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, boy, I'm out here trying to be legendary and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
What do you love most about photography?
Again, just freezing moments in time. I think there's beauty in that, you know, and that's something that like a lot of people don't do. And if they do or whatever, like it's only digital or whatever, and people don't get like the physical, you know what I'm saying, like memories or whatever they can keep, they can hold on to or whatever. But it's just a way for us to remember the times that used to be. You know, you look back or whatever, like old photos or whatever when you was a kid, when you were younger, with the family or whatever, family gatherings and stuff. Or even like, say you look back at photos or whatever, like exes or like old relationships, say old friendships and stuff, old times that you had with friends and stuff, like being able like to keep that forever, and hold that moment or moments, like for myself or like for other people and stuff, like I said, it's definitely something beautiful in that. And probably one of the main reasons, like I said, or whatever, that I do this, yeah, it's like instant gratification or whatever, especially when I get like that one, if I'm somewhere or whatever, it's like a dope ass moment going on and everybody vibing and everybody, jumping around, and I freeze that, like, oh my God. Then I lose my mind and stuff. Like, I throw my camera, like, boy, what you need?
Thanks, absolutely. Now let's segue a little bit into another side of Calvin, because I think that's just as interesting in the music. You're a music lover, you're also an artist, so just give us a little bit of background on that as well.
Yeah, before, like, you going like we really time travel with now and stuff, but even before like I even decided to like pick up the camera, I always loved music. I grew up singing like in the church and stuff, and I didn't really get into that or whatever until like maybe my junior year of high school, start singing in the church and stuff. And then my senior year or whatever, that's when I decided to like join like the school choir and stuff. So that really kind of like got me more comfortable like with it, and learning how to like maneuver or whatever through chords and stuff. Don't know how to read music or whatever, but I can put something together, But yeah, like from there, it kind of like evolved into rapping, because I was all around like a lot of people who did it. Obviously being at high school or whatever, like lunchroom tables or whatever, people be making beats and stuff. Motherfuckers like fake freestyle. Some people killing it, some people like, hey bro, go sit your ass down. You probably shouldn't do this no more. But yeah, like from there, I was like interested in rapping. Kind of did it, kind of didn't. When I moved out here with my mom, shout out to you, OG, so if you're watching this, I love you. When I moved out here with her, and I linked up with one of my homies and stuff, and he really got me into it, because he would hear me like sing like around like the, say the job and stuff. So I was rocking with him, we made a group called Era One. We was doing shows, we went different states, it was a wild time, I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, like even now, like it's something that I still do. I don't think it's something that I'll ever like not do, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's definitely something like a different side that, like not a lot of people know about.
Nice. That's super dope, definitely dope. Music is powerful, it's inspirational.
100%. Like music is one of them things that I feel like a lot of people communicate through, but nobody knows that they do. And if they do, whatever, like cool, whatever. But because I'm one of those people that like I'll listen to music or whatever that kind of like not dictates how I feel, but it definitely expresses like how I feel. I could be around somebody or whatever, or have been around somebody that like I'm attracted to or like that I like or whatever, and then like obviously I'm gonna like gravitate like towards that. My favorite genre definitely has to be like old school R&B. Like if that's like a category, I don't know if that's a category and stuff. It should be all on its own and stuff. But yeah, you will definitely find me like listening to some old school, like some Luther, goddamn it, the Gap Band. I can sit here and name names, but I'm not going to, because I'm horrible at names. But yeah, you can definitely catch me listening to some old school all the time.
Facts. Who's your favorite like artist? If you had to choose R&B artist, that was your favorite.
God damn! Oh, favorite R&B artist of all time? Like it don't matter. Like
yeah.
Who do I listen to the most then? That's the real question. I would have to go with. Do I have to choose one? Like, could I choose more than one?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Maxwell or like Music Soul Child. Definitely. You know, I like a lot of music or whatever that kind of like put me in a trance or whatever, like when I'm listening to it, you know, like the mood music, the vibe music and stuff. Yeah, like definitely those two.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't go wrong with Maxwell. So.
At all.
It's always a great answer for sure. For sure. So 2022, you know, is already looking amazing for you. You've done a lot of things in your, you know, career, but you've overcome a lot as well. So can you just kind of give us like a recap of what like 2021 was like for you personally?
Sit down because we've been going a trip real quick. So the start of 2021 was like amazing. I'd say like the first half of 2021 was amazing. You know, I was still working at GameStop, trying to like balance that and like, you know, like balance like the influx of like business or whatever that I was getting, you know, because 2021 was like, I would say the first full year of me doing photography and stuff, you know. That's when I got like my first big job. And that was amazing. I got to do like school photos, you know, say for school in the city. Unfortunately, that didn't go exactly as planned, you know what I'm saying? But still, I marked that as a milestone, you know. Also got to hit the red carpet and stuff, you know, at a movie premiere. So like, you know, like that was like really amazing. And a definite like driving force, you know, like that for me to keep going like last year. But like as the year went on, you know, like, and I accumulated like all my wins and all the good things or whatever like that were happening to me and stuff. And I was in the sun, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I felt like I was moving in the right direction and like doing the right things for me to get ahead, you know? But as the year went on, we got to the middle of the year or whatever, just when like things started to get rocky. In May, I was like strongly encouraged to resign, you know what I'm saying, like from my position and stuff, because I was so busy, you know. So I took that leap, and I jumped off the porch or whatever, and I did this full time, you know. And it was amazing, like I said, you know. And then like, you know, business kind of slowed, and I wasn't sure like really what to do. And like as business slowed or whatever, I'm trying to keep up the pace with obviously my responsibilities, you know what I'm saying, bills are piling up or whatever, jobs aren't really coming in, but they are at the same time and stuff. So like fast forward to like the real turning point of like everything, my birthday. And I'll never forget this shit, like it still make me bad to this day. But my birthday, I'm coming down and, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting ready to meet, like I think we're getting ready to meet up and stuff. And then we're ready to go out to Juice. And I'm coming down off like a 120 and I get pulled over. You know what I'm saying, he comes up to me or whatever, like, yo, license registration, blah, blah, blah. I give him my license, he comes back, tells me, hey, like, your license suspended. I'm like, suspended? Did you know? Nah, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be out here driving or whatever, you know, if I knew like my license was suspended. So I'm sitting here looking at this man. I'm like, bro, it's my birthday. Like, you know, he was like, well, I'm not gonna take you to jail. You know, I'm like, all right, like, cool, we gotta win, you know. But he was like, I do gotta take the car though. I'm like, damn, you know, on my birthday, come on, you know, on my birthday. So that day just kind of like, you know, it spiraled into like, you know what I'm saying, like whatever it was and stuff. I did have, you know, end up like still like having fun, so I made the best of like that day. But like after that happened, I think like a few days after that, me and like, you know what I'm saying, the girl I was dealing with at the time or whatever, like kind of, you know, like parted ways, whatever, like she left, decided she was gonna leave, whatever, and I was like, all right, like this is the worst time. Again, bills are still piling up. And yeah, like it gets to a point where like I'm behind, you know, like on rent. my roommates looking at me or whatever, like, nigga, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But not really, you know, but like still, like, it's one of the situations, like, bro, like, you kind of have to, you know, like, figure your shit out. So, lease ends, I'm out of funds, I'm out of, you know, everything. And, you know, a lot of people don't know that I spent the rest of the year from September up until recently, last month, I was homeless. I was sleeping in my car like pretty much for most of the winter. Yeah, so like things got pretty low. Like I hit rock bottom, you know. Dark days got even darker somehow, but I didn't even know that was a thing, that was even possible and stuff. But it was. And the first night, it didn't really hit me or whatever until like, I think 2 days after. I was like, damn, like I'm really, like in this situation, I'm really like sleeping in my car and stuff, you know? And I wasn't sure like necessarily like what to do about it. I thought maybe like I'd grind like my way out or whatever, it'd be like 2 months and stuff, but it ended up being 6, half a year. So yeah, that's how like my 2021 was. I had some wins, you know, had a lot of losses, you know, but like I'm grateful for both. Cause it gave me perspective in the end, you know what I'm saying? It gave me like respect for like what I have like now and stuff. It allowed me or whatever to see what it's like to have nothing, so I can appreciate having something. You know, if that makes sense. So yeah, like now I'm here. You know, again, like the good things that are happening this year and stuff. You know, like business is booming and stuff as always. Things are picking up. So yeah, like 2022, whatever, is looking like a motherfucking strong year. Shit.
Facts. Now, we definitely gotta just kind of reroute back on that for a second. So you were working still while you were homeless?
Yes. Everybody that would see me out or whatever, like at like different functions and stuff like that. All the stuff that, you know, like me, you know, like me and Robin did and stuff, like, you know, me and you did and stuff. And all the stuff like that I did with like other people, you know, throughout all of that or whatever, like I was homeless. And like, I think through the most part of it, I kind of ignored it, you know, but there were definitely times or whatever where like I would do stuff, I would work jobs, I would do jobs and stuff, and I'd be like, damn, at the end of whatever job I'm doing or whatever, I'd be like, damn, like I really ain't got nowhere to go, you know? And there's a lot of people out there, whatever, is gonna watch this or whatever, is gonna be like, oh man, like bro, why aren't you talking? Everybody that knows me or whatever, you know what I'm saying, especially the people that's close to me or whatever, knows that like I'm a very prideful person or whatever, and it's a lot, it takes a lot. Like I gotta be like, gun in my head, like I gotta act like that's what it takes or whatever for me to ask for help, you know? And yeah, like, and again, like a lot, throughout all that or whatever, nobody knew, you know, that I was homeless or whatever, you know what I'm saying, except for like maybe a handful of people. You know, so if you're watching this or whatever, you ain't know, my bad, it's not some shit or whatever, I'm just gonna be like, hey bro, like, by the way, like, you know what I'm saying, like your boy's sleeping in his car and stuff, you know. But yeah, like throughout all of that or whatever, I was grinding, like still doing jobs, you know, still handling my shit, still doing what I needed to do to survive.
Yes, absolutely. How did you stay motivated?
I'll be honest with you, that is a mystery even to me. Like, for real, that is a complete mystery and stuff. And I wish I knew. All I knew or whatever is that I couldn't give up. Like, giving up definitely wasn't an option for me at all. Stopping or being deciding or whatever that I'm gonna put this down or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not do it anymore or whatever till I figured my shit out, like wasn't an option for me. Like I couldn't, you know, just because my life was shitty, like I hit rock bottom, whatever, like to me wasn't an excuse or whatever for me to stop doing what I'm doing.
You're also somebody too that, you know, kind of deals with like mental health issues and just kind of staying in a clear mental space. So being homeless, you know, dealing with depression and anxiety, how are you able to stay, you know, level-headed when you had those like really bad times?
Meditation, you know, and really sitting by myself. I spent a lot of time by myself anyway or whatever, so like, you know, being in that situation or whatever, like was only gonna continue that, I guess. But yeah, being able like to have that alone time with myself or whatever to work shit out. You know, there were definitely times or whatever where like, I was definitely ready to clock out of this motherfucker, like for real, you know, because again, like shit's bad, you know. I ain't got nowhere to go, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a way to make money and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like, it got to the point or whatever, you know, like some days or whatever, where I was like, what's the point? Like, why am I here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the main reason or whatever, like, for me to be here and stuff, you know? But luckily, I do have like a strong support system, you know, like of people or whatever that like check on me, or help me out or whatever, or like, you know, pull me up by my bootstraps or whatever, or, you know what I'm saying, just give me like, you know, a word or whatever, even when I don't want to hear one, you know. That didn't let that happen, or, you know what I'm saying, that reached out and like, you know what I'm saying, just gave me what I needed when I didn't know that I needed it, you know. So they had like those people, whatever, that pulled me back from the brink. Yeah.